It's Sword Song, and the lighting is awful. I apologize. It's late, and most of my it comes through natural light. My lighting's always awful, so get over it. Uh, I know in my Batman versus Superman ramble, rant, review, whatever you want to call it, I mentioned that I have an issue with Michael Keaton, and it's not because of his portrayal of Batman or anything. It is Beetlejuice. Here's the thing. I know I've mentioned it a lot. Obviously, I'm a huge horror fan. I love horror movies. I've been trying to get more into horror gaming, hence why I've been doing horror games on here. Um, Dogs making weird noises. Um, some of my favorite movies are like The Ring and Kairo, which is the Japanese Pulse. I've got just huge boxes of. I've just got huge box collections of like public domain horror movies. Some of them are awesome, some of them are not. Like, one of my favorite movies is, the original Dawn of the Dead, Night of the Living Dead, um, which I guess don't even count as horror movies anymore. They're just zombie movies, which is kind of its own genre. But anyways, however, with all of this inundation of horror that I am constantly sucked into, I can't watch Tim Burton's Beetlejuice. Uh, I don't know why. It gives me just the worst nightmares. I hate it when people say it 3 times. It just freaks me out. And I used to, I watched it when I was, youngish. I wasn't necessarily too young, but I was young. And I'd seen like Edward Scissorhands, Night Before Christmas, and a lot of his other works. So no one thought it was gonna be a big deal for me to watch Beetlejuice. And I quote Beetlejuice. That's the weird thing. Like, I have this weirdest relation with Beetlejuice. I love it. It's quotable. It's fun. I just can't watch it. It gives me the worst nightmares. Like, I remember, and it's always like the same nightmare, that I'm like tying my shoe or whatever. I'm sitting on the floor, my knees are bent, and my skin will rip open, and like spiders will start crawling out. Trigger warning, by the way. And it's not like I don't have active nightmares of Beetlejuice or whatever, but because of that, I have a really hard time watching Michael Keaton movies. I didn't mind Birdman. I did enjoy Birdman. I didn't go nuts over Birdman like a lot of people did, but that one didn't bother me. I guess maybe he's just, because he's older now. I don't see the connection. But a lot of movies from that time period, even like, was it Mr. Mom or Mr. Nanny or whatever? Was Mr. Nanny the one with Hulk Hogan? It might have been Mr. Mom that had Michael Keaton. One of those movies, I can't watch it just because I have this horrible thing against Michael Keaton, and it's all because of Beetlejuice. I had a friend when I was little. He was my dad's friend. His name was Richard, and he did a really great Beetlejuice costume every year for Halloween. We'd go to the Halloween parties, and I'd be all done up in my Power Rangers uniform or whatever, White Ranger, Tommy. And don't even get me started on the new movie, by the way. I've heard about that. Mm-mm, mm-mm. I saw the design for Rita Repulsa. What the fuck? But anyways, he would sneak up on me, behind me, before I could find him. And because I would like always try and keep an eye on him, so I knew where he was. And he would always sneak up on me before I could find him and just come up behind me and go, "We come for your daughter, Chuck." And it scares the crap out of me. Because I do quote the movie all the time, like, "This is my art and it is dangerous. Do you think I want to die like this?" And things like that. The most common one you'll hear me say is, don't say the B word. Because people like to do that around me. So I know that I had mentioned my dislike of Michael Keaton, and I wanted to explain a little bit. It's not, I don't think he's a bad actor. I think he's a great actor. Most of the time. And, every actor has their off days, movies, years. I don't think Michael Keaton had a bad year. I don't know. Maybe he got an Oscar. And in light of that, I know it's come up before that I am insectophobic. I'm afraid of all insects. One of the main phobias I have is lepidopterophobia, which is the fear of butterflies and moths, which is kind of crippling in the summer, especially when my grandma used to grow milkweed or whatever that monarchs eat, and every now and then the monarchs come back and want to find the food. And I swear to God, moths and butterflies smell fear because they will dive bomb my ass. In light of my explanation of my fear of Beetlejuice and being afraid of insects, I want to show you this clip in which my friends lovingly forced me into holding a dead hissing cockroach. There's a lot of screaming. So, enjoy. Okay, Why would you do that? Is this just make fun of Tiger Lily?
I didn't do anything yet. She was talking.
Okay, so we all know I'm insectophobic. Welcome, I'm Sword Song, and there's a cockroach in my face. And everybody wants me to hold it! This is so bad! It's this dog touched me! Here you go. Everybody wants me to hold this thing after it's been thrown away.
Wait! It's not recording. Do it again.
Is it? No, it's recording.
I'm kidding.
And everyone wants me to hold it. It's dead, so I'm gonna do it.
Just go like this. Just go like this. Hold your hand out. Just set it in your hand.
I don't want to break your bug.
Okay, I'm just gonna drop them in your hand. Wait a minute. Jonah's coming in.
No, oh no.
If you think holding that cockroach is bad, don't hurt that cockroach.
Don't touch
You've got
the
a
live
3-year-old
one.
on.
I don't want to touch a live one.
Okay, Tiger Lily, hold your cockroach.
Say, hold it, Liz. Hold it, Lily. Say he's nice. Say he's my friend.
This is so awful.
Oh, he's moving.
Oh, it's not! I was holding you so bad!
Joni, can you get it out of her hand?
You got
You
it.
want to grab it?
Can you get that cockroach?
Why not? Good, come on.
What's the cockroach's name? He's got pictures.
He's got pictures. Oh my god.
Wash your hands.
This is the worst thing ever. Okay.
Hold it.
No, I don't
He
want
wants to hold it. Tiger Lily, he wants you to hold it.
That was fun. It was terrifying. My back was so sore because of all the jumping and tenseness. It was, but I did it. I held it. The little 3-year-old, it was his birthday party, was mean to me because he thought it was hilarious. His older brother, I want to say is 7, was also trying to pick on me. He found videos on YouTube on his mom's phone about bugs, and it became just so much fun to pick on Sword Song for bugs, which I don't like. There was some beetle I saw. It was like a little beetle. It was in one of the videos he showed me. And it had like eggs on its back. And not only that triggered my insectophobia, it also triggered my trypophobia, which is the fear of like concentric holes in things, which isn't like a full-on like fear reaction. It's just like like an extreme disgust. So that one was fun. But since we were talking about movies earlier, Captain America Civil War, or is it Avengers Civil War? Oh, I don't know. The one with Captain America and Iron Man came out recently. I still haven't had a chance to see it because I'm poor and I've been busy. But I have been super hyped about it, so I made a thing. So let's watch that.